The first invasion in the Undead Crypt occurs in the mage's room just beyond the first bonfire. So we need to start by killing one of these knights. We need to kill at least one of them. So turn around with an arrow, finish him with some headshots. If you fail that, it becomes much more difficult, or at least much slower, because they'll start guarding. They won't get distracted by arrows anymore. It takes a long time to kill them. So if you fail it, you might just want to reset the area and try again. We'll use a similar strategy to kill this guy. Here we go. And now the invasion trigger is just through this door into this room. So we're going to start by killing the mages from afar. There we go. Now we're going to dart into the room and kill the hollow on our left, but we're not going to go any further. We do not want to aggro any more enemies until we're sure Forlorn is not invading. As you can see, Forlorn is invading. So now at this point, you could start shooting him. You could probably put a lot of damage on him, maybe even kill him with good aim before he gets to you. I'm just going to let him get close because I want to show the strategy. But you might just be able to finish him here. Anyway, once he gets close, we're going to fall back. This is why you need to kill at least one knight, so you have a clear path back to the bonfire room, so you can get to this ledge. Forlorn has a very difficult time getting through this gap here, so you can get a lot of very easy shots in. It's very unlikely that Forlorn will ever make it through this gap with you shooting at him like this, and if he does, it's not a problem. Just fall down, wrap around, and then he'll be trapped on this side. You can shoot him from the other side. If he gets through again, you can go to the other ledge, or you can wrap around him and get back on this side and do it all over again. It's very, very easy with this strategy. Credit to Otzdarva for figuring this out. It's a brilliant strategy. It makes this invasion very simple. And that's it. The next invasion in the crypt, however, is not nearly so easy. So let's go load up that one. This invasion occurs in the hallway with the two Imperious Knights, the two double door shield knights. And the strategy is to move very quickly. We have no time to waste. The trigger is at the entrance to the square room before the hall, and you need to sprint through it and very quickly turn the knights around and get through the room. So the trigger is right here. We're going to start sprinting. We need to move quickly. Draw up to across from the Ghost Knight, quickly aim, shoot an arrow to turn the knight around, and run through before Forlorn can fully spawn in. That is not something you want to attempt without practice. It's very easy to fail. Once you're through, you can rush to Velstad's Fog Gate, or you can lower this bridge back to Agdane's room, which gives you plenty of space to kite Forlorn. At this point, the invasion is pretty easy to deal with. It's getting here that's tricky. You do not have a lot of time to aim that shot. If you miss it, it can be very bad. If you miss and hit the knight, then you won't get distracted by your arrows anymore, and you're in trouble. If you're too far forwards, they might see you and not get turned by your arrow, so you won't be able to get through. If you're too far back, then you might not be able to make it through in time. The knight can turn back around and block you, so then you're trapped between the knights and Forlorn with no way through. So it's a very nice strategy when it works, but you need to practice. If you fail the shot, your only alternative is to draw back and fight Forlorn in that tiny room, square room before the hallway. And you're not going to survive that without some good headshots. As you can see, Forlorn's almost dead. He's pretty easy to kite in this area, and I still have a lot more space to work with. You can draw him up here, use this stairway to get around him, and then do it all over again. And he's pretty easy to kill now. I can kite him all the way back, I can kite him over there and do a loop around him and do it all over again. So once you get through the knights, this invasion is pretty simple, but don't attempt it without some practice. And this is probably one of the most difficult invasions in the base game because of that. Anyway, that's it. Forlorn's dead.